Hey everybody, Dr. Oliver here of backintelligence.com. And today we're going to talk about the Erector Spinae muscles and how they become problematic and what you can do about them to treat them. If you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button so you can get access to videos as we put them out. So the Erector Spinae are a group of muscles on your back that become overactive or hypertonic on people all the time. I treat these muscles in my office day in and day out, because they become overactive because of different activities people do, and they just tend to use them too much. So let's talk about where they are. We're going to have Leon turn around. Essentially what they are, some people will call them the paraspinals as well. Your spine is right in the middle here, and your erector spinae muscles are on either side. You have two groups. There's actually three muscles that make up that erector spinae group. You got your iliocostalis, your lumborum, and your spinalis, and then there's groups of those muscles that run from your cervical through your thoracic through your lumbar spine. And there's layers of them as they go down. So it's these muscles that you'll see on people. They almost look like, on some people, they're really tight, like ropes running up and down their back if they're really tight on either side of the spine. So if you just palpate around on your own back there and stick your thumbs in there, just poke at them. See how they feel. Do they feel really tight? Again, like those two big ropes running down your back? Are they really tender? You might find some really hot spots when you poke into them. Those are trigger points. If you do, you're going to benefit from what we talk about now. We're going to talk about ways that you can soften them up with a little self-massage and a couple of ways you can stretch and mobilize them. And if you do have these tight erector spinae, you should think about why you're getting them. There's a lot of reasons for that. Typically, we see them being overutilized because someone's not using the other muscles properly, whether it be their core or their glute muscles. So check out our other videos on how to activate your core and activate your glutes. But let's talk about how to deal with these tight muscles first. So we're going to work on softening up that group of muscles we talked about, right? That erector spinae that runs down either side of the spine. We're going to use the lacrosse ball, massage ball, whatever you have to get in there. Again, you're going to look not to be right on the spine, but on either side. It is pretty close to the spine, and there's layers of them as they go away from the spine, and you're going to roll up and down to try to find them. So have Leon turn around again. So again, your spine right in the middle of your body here. We're going to look to the side of the spine on either side. You can feel those muscles. For the low back erector spinae, we're going to look right about here, just below your shoulder blades. I actually want you to start up higher than you think. Even if your pain and discomfort is down here, hit these points. These points tend to be really problematic and really some of the key muscles to target that people never do. Sometimes when you're actually on those muscles, you'll feel discomfort down here while you're poking at them. So start up high right here. So we're going to have Leon grab that ball and work himself around. Again, he's going to work onto the ball. He's going to go up and down a little bit, maybe a little left and right, just a little bit at a time, trying to hunt out those muscles. What you're looking for is that hot spot, right? You're looking for a point that just stands out as more uncomfortable than the rest. And when you hit it, you'll know because it'll hurt. Then you push into it and just start breathing. Just start breathing. Nice moderate breaths. Breaths are really important on this. As you hold that point, it should eventually get better. It might take 10, 20, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. You go up to a minute max. If it doesn't get better in a minute, leave it alone. Move on to a different spot. But it should get better. If it gets better in 10, 20 seconds, find another one. So go up and down that side on either side of the spine and look for spots. For the low back, I generally would tell you to pick about 3 spots. You might find more, but for now, concentrate on the 3 that are most uncomfortable, and then do the other side. So we're going to target these spots, get them to release. If they don't release in a minute, leave them alone. Come back to it the next time. Maybe go a little lighter. Maybe you're going a little too hard. It should always release. The goal is that it's got to release and feel better. You can do this up to 3 times a day. And as you work on them over days and a week or more, you should see that those muscles tend to be less tender as you poke at them. If they're not, then again, you want to look at what you're doing that's triggering this. So again, maybe your core needs to be strengthened. Maybe the glutes need to be strengthened. But try this. You should get at least some relief out of that low back tension. All right, so now we're going to go over a good stretch for that erector spinae group of muscles. It's just a standard child's pose stretch. So you're going to get on the ground on your knees, and you're going to just go out, sticking your hands out on the ground in front of your head, and you're just going to start to sit your butt back to your heels. You're going to keep your back rounded up a little bit here so you get more of a stretch. You should feel that stretch in your low back here. And you're going to pump in and out of this. I like you guys to go in and out first. So just move in and out of it 5 to 10 times. Again, you're feeling that stretch as you sit back. It should not cause pain. It should be a stretching discomfort. We don't want to see pain. If you see pain, this is probably not a good stretch for you. Don't do it. But work in and out of it 5 to 10 times. And then on the last one, if you want, sit into that bottom position and just hold it and breathe for a good 20 seconds. Just really let it open up. Get some nice breaths into your abdomen, into your rib cage here, and really feel those muscles start to stretch out and open up. To accentuate one side versus another, all you got to do is move your hands over. So we'll come back to the start position, Leon. So we'll start up back here. We'll go with the hands out, and this time we're going to cheat either left or right. So if he puts his hands to the right, and then he comes in and out of it, so move in and out of it for me, Leon. As he sits out of it, since his hands are to the right, he's actually going to stretch the left side more. And you just pump in and out of it, again, 5 to 10 times, and you can sit and hang out on the last one for 20 seconds. To really emphasize more of the side and get these ones that are running on the side, as he comes in and out of it, go in and out of it, Leon. As you come back, you actually can skirt your butt over further. So kind of kick your hip out a little as the arms are over, so you get more of that stretch effect along the side. And again, obviously, you'll do both sides. So as you come out of it, we'll have Leon put the arms to the left here. And again, sitting back, now he's targeting this right side. Pump in and out of it 5 to 10 times as you feel comfortable. Then when you're done with those, sit and hang out in that bottom position. Feel it open up that side. Just so we can show you, we'll have Leon face the camera so you can see the angles we're talking about. Good. So he's off to the right here, right? His hands and everything are to the side. As he comes down, he's kicking his hip over, targeting through these erector spinae, back and forth. Again, 5 to 10 times. If he feels comfortable, he's going to sit and hang out in that bottom position. To target the right side, hands go to the left, in and out. This is usually a good feeling stretch. It should not cause pain. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to do another stretch for the erector spinae. This is just a modified version of the standard cat-cow. Cat-cow is a great stretch for what? Spinal mobility and just getting everything moving. So if we go into the all fours position, we'll put your hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. So he's a good neutral position here. And then he's going to arch up into that cat position. So he's really tucking his pelvis under, and you can feel him rounding up through here. And then he will drop out of it to take the stretch off, but he doesn't need to go all the way to the bottom like you normally would. Just come back up and push into that stretch. Getting the head down will help you stretch here as well. Don't forget the head, because you want the whole thing stretching, and then drop out of it. Again, just like with the child's pose, we're going to have you go in and out of this 5, 10, 15 times just to get that stretch dynamically moving. And then if you like it, it feels good, and you want to open it up on the last one, sit in that top position. Again, that head's down, and we're just going to breathe and really try to open everything up in these erector spinae. So about 20 seconds or so. So try these couple stretches, try the self-massage, and see if you get relief from this low back tension and discomfort. If you find it's not really helping, you're going to have to look for another cause, and generally that's going to be weakness somewhere. It's usually going to be weakness in the glutes, weakness in the core. So check out our other videos that we have on activating those areas and see if that helps too.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it and share it with a friend. Also, research shows that strengthening your core area can help relieve some of that low back pain that you're feeling, but it's important to know which exercises specifically to do and how, and you want these exercises to be both effective and safe for your spine. And we have just the PDF for that. So if you'd like to get a free PDF of core exercises that are safe for your spine and are very effective, there's going to be a link to get them somewhere here on the video or down below in the description. Just go to that page, enter your email, and we'll send you that PDF right away.